Finally, it's over.
We are recapping the clay season and obviously the French Open.
The snore fest that is clay court tennis, although it wasn't that bad.
You agree with me now?
No.
So today we're looking at French Open and also the grass court season coming up. Come on! Yeah.
Hi, this is Paul from Strung Too Tight.
Stephen here, hello.
Did we mention the Wilson, Roger Federer, Pro Staff, RF 97 autograph at all?
Now you get it right when we don't need it.
I don't think I did get it right though. Yeah. Right, so what a week it's been for Strung Too Tight. Yeah, we got to have the world launch along with Romeo Beckham.
It's just got a few more followers than us. Not many, just a few.
I know. I was a little bit envious that some pubescent.
Prepubescent.
No, he's not pre. He's pubescent teenager gets far more viewers than we do. Just because his dad's an amazing footballer and a handsome guy. Anyway, Steve, let's do it. Let's
delve into it straight away. Hey, should we start with the men's final?
No.
Probably a good place to start.
Yeah, no, come on, really?
Well, only because 11th French Open. I mean, it is astounding.
Massive congratulations, Nadal. I've put it on my Facebook. I've put it on the Strung Too Tight page and everything. What you and Roger Federer have done for tennis, I'm just so blessed. I feel very, very blessed and honoured to be in this sort of era because what you guys have done and this for you is just...
It's like that saying, isn't it? The world is, 6 billion years old, and we have lived through Federer and Nadal.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
11. I mean, honestly, if you were going to get 11, you'd think it would be at Wimbledon.
Djokovic has only got 12, is that right?
Djokovic's got 12 slams, yeah.
So he's almost got the same amount at one tournament.
I mean, that's the crazy thing. I mean, he's actually won more slams at the French Open than I think every other Grand Slam champion, except for Sampras, Emerson, and Djokovic. It's just astounding. It really is astounding, and all credit. Dominic Thiem, you did a good job. Yeah. I think he tried too hard.
Possibly that was a bad game of 5-4 down first set, wasn't it? I mean, I don't want to say choke, but
that volley
he just lost. I just hope it doesn't, because he's had a few confidence issues in the past. From what he said, I just hope it doesn't deflate him too much.
I didn't like the way when he spoke about it. He said, "I lost in the final of the juniors, now I lose in the final."
Yeah, he seems a little bit of a delicate soul.
But you had a fantastic tournament. All credit there, and like I said, I just think he tried too hard. I think at the moment got to him. I mean, he was hitting the ball great, but for me, and even Alicia said, he just looked knackered by the end of the first set.
Yeah, he put everything.
Everything was going into it. But hey, great run in the tournament.
Yeah.
Women, Halep.
I don't think there's anybody in the world who isn't happy with that result.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you need to eat humble pie for once.
Why? I was the one who was bringing up Halep.
But what is it? The greatest semi-final player in the world, but the worst.
Well, she is.
She only lost 3 finals, for goodness sake. So Lendl lost more. Murray lost more.
Not even just Grand Slam finals, though, I'm talking. No, but I will happily eat my words. I could not be happy. I did think she was going to lose quite badly at one point, but she turned it around, hung tough. Yeah, congratulations to Romania and obviously Simona Halep. I think now she's got that monkey off her back, she could win 5 or 6.
She was awesome, and that's the way she just tore apart Sloane Stephens in the final set. Sloane Stephens, for me again, it was as if the moment kind of got to her when she took that first set. It was a tight first set, and then it just...
Yeah, I noticed she got a little bit teary at the start of the third set. I knew that was the writing was on the wall. But yeah, congratulations to both. Happy for Halep. Happy for Stevens. Good to see her back into a little bit of form. Obviously, she had a shocker after she won the US. So it's good. More players, the better.
Next up, we're talking about the ladies' doubles between unpronounceable and unpronounceable, and the Japanese chicks.
The Czechs versus Japanese.
Czechs versus Japanese. All I can say is Siniakova. I can say that one.
Siniakova.
The other
I
one,
don't even know he was in the final. It's really bad. I know.
Yeah, I think that's the worry, isn't it? Really,
we love doubles, don't we? But I just sometimes we were watching some doubles on a clay court. It's just I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me as much. Let's be honest.
I think also the fact that but Siniakova. I mean, Siniakova is actually quite nice. I mean, she's played here in Dubai as well. But I don't know. The others don't seem to be overly warm with charisma, so you kind of just lose track on who they are. So yeah, I mean, well done to the Czech chicks. They did really well.
Well done. That was hard to say.
That's not bad, is it? Not bad.
You could have said many different things.
And then another one that I'm quite happy with because I obviously have got a big soft spot for Dodic and Chan. Both of them came to do our special needs clinic during the Dubai Duty Free this year with Lacoste.
Yeah.
So really nice. There's the picture with me with Dodic. If I was one of my should we say coaching colleagues, whatever, they would be saying that, oh yeah, I coached Dodic.
Oh God, you've been harping on about this picture for 4 months now.
Well, yeah, that's only because
I would have said the same thing, obviously.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to put it on Facebook and say, Dodic has won, my student. You can imagine it.
So Paul coached Dodic during the Dubai Duty Free tennis tournament, and now he's gone on to win a Grand Slam.
Says it all, doesn't it?
I mean, with John Jules at the end of last year as well. You worked with him. He won the US.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, you see, it's just a wasted talent. Wasted talent here. Okay, so and then Letitia Chan, who she's lovely. She came to last year's Special Needs Day. This year's Special Needs Day, she's such a good laugh. Really nice. Chinese Taipei. I think she used to be number 1 in the world junior. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, wow, I didn't know that.
But really good doubles player. I used to play with Martina Hingis, and yeah, she won. I'm delighted for the both of them.
I think overall the French Open was a good tournament. Let's be honest, it's everyone's least favourite tournament of the year.
I don't agree with that statement, just so you know.
What do you think is...
I don't enjoy the US.
What?
I don't enjoy the US Open. Sorry. I don't enjoy the noise.
Well,
I don't enjoy the... I don't know, it's just... I don't enjoy the show as much. I think it's more about the show than anything else. And
yeah, it is noisy. I've been, and it was people shouting across the courts mid-match.
Yeah. And when you look at Australia, Australia just looks so bright. And look, for me, I mean, if I had my choice, it would be. I think Australia is probably my favourite. See, Wimbledon would probably come next, just because of the history and even the French Open for the history as well. I love that, and then the US and just doesn't do it as much for me.
Wimbledon, US, Aussie. I don't even consider the French.
Okay, so
Anyway.
what was your biggest disappointment with the French Open this year?
I've got 2 very quickly. Or actually 1, I guess. The injuries to Serena and Zverev. That was my biggest disappointment because, again, we're advocates of women's tennis, obviously. And I just thought that Serena versus Sharapova match had boomed. Like, everybody was going to watch it. And then she got hit with a pectoral injury. And for all those people, I've been getting messages in about you who thought Serena was nervous or scared. No way. She's won 17 matches in a row against her. I believe it's 17-2. Serena is the ultimate competitor, so it's absolute codswallop that Serena was scared of Sharapova because she would have thrashed her, I reckon.
I don't know about thrashing, but
and Zverev team, obviously, Zverev was my pick. He would have won the tournament if he didn't get injured. Obviously, we all know that 100%. Yeah, so that was but fair play to him for sticking it out. He didn't quit. He didn't give up. He stuck out, did the best he can for the fans. Hopefully, he hasn't made it too worse, but big respect.
I think with regards to the disappointments, I would say that definitely the Sharapova versus Williams match was my biggest disappointment. There was something that I wanted to just touch on, and saying it's a disappointment is probably wrong because maybe it's just me being a little bit critical of something which I think needs to be nipped in the bud now because it's really starting to cause a lot of controversy over social media, etc.
Oh, right.
And that was, and I messaged you last night when you were ignoring me as usual. Nadal was taking 32 seconds average between serves, between points. That's naughty.
It's naughty.
Average.
I've said this before, Nadal could be one of the biggest cheats ever. You know, when he was losing, he suddenly called for the timeout. He was down against Schwartzman. He saw the rain, the dark clouds, suddenly needed both wrists taped up, got the timeout, comes back and he wins 12 points in a row.
Did you see the incident? No, I know you were teaching last night, but did you see the incident where he just stopped playing?
No.
Okay, so there was an incident, and this is where I was going with this. There was an incident last night where he served first serve, missed the first serve, and then just stopped playing.
What do you mean?
It was 30 love, 4-2 or 4-1 in the third set. Hit a serve, and just stopped playing. Ran to the chair. Says to the umpire, "I can't feel anything. I can't feel anything." Like that. Started tarting around with this thing. I mean, the flexibility in his fingers is just a joke. I mean, mine's bad, but geez, he's like,
really?
And he's like bending them back. I mean, it's like he was rubber. And yeah, I mean, he had to take the taping off and everything. There was a 2.5 minute break there, and team never said one thing. And I think that's something again which all credit where credit's due for team, because a lot of players would have got peeved and they would have said something. Maybe the aura of Nadal actually stopped him from doing that, but I thought that was wrong.
I disagree. I think teams should have said something.
No, well, I'm with you. I think he should have said something, but that to me just dampened it a little bit, because I don't know many players who can just turn around in between first and second serves, by the way, and go and win the
32 seconds.
32 seconds average.
That's bad.
I mean, when you think of that logically, guys, 32 seconds average basically means that he's never under 25 seconds.
Which is what it should be. I mean, it was a tough match, but it wasn't a 5-hour grueler.
Yeah, I mean, 3 sets. And I'm sorry, that's really naughty, Nadal. And I'm a big fan. We know that I'm more of a Federer guy, but for the two of them, I just love them both. But 32 seconds in between points it's a bit bad. Well, it sucks.
Actually. We know he's used to cheating.
Anyway, you're awful. Best memories. I'm just going to put mine out there straight away, which is I loved the fighting of Cicinata, the Djokovic versus Cicinata match. Wow, and then obviously there's Djokovic himself, and then the ladies. I loved the Kazatkina versus Wozniacki match. I kind of think that she crumbled after that. But
that's a breakthrough for her, I think, Kazatkina.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
But yeah, that would be mine. I
think for me it was when Zumhur killed that ball kid going to catch the ball. By far my favourite memory. That was brilliant.
It's so sad though, wasn't it? A poor ball kid.
It was fine. Why didn't he get up?
I just love the way they're both looking at the ball. And
eyes on the ball, as they say.
But yeah, overall, a decent tournament, and yeah, let's get on to the good stuff.
Let's get on to the. I was going to say, what would you score out of 10?
I'd give it a
3.
You're so bad. I'm going to say, I wrote this again. I think this is going to be a good thing. We have this situation now where every single Grand Slam winner in every single draw so far has been different. So we've got 10 different champions so far. I wonder if that's going to happen at Wimbledon as well.
Well, let's find out.
Because Federer will go in as favourite. I don't think Nadal's going to play, by the way. I think.
Well, should we start the grass season? We've got the...
Okay.
So yeah, let's say the grass season is upon us. So we've got a few tournaments. Was it Nottingham, Stuttgart...
Stuttgart, and Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
The big ones,
I think Big Roger's playing in Stuttgart with this. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. Oh my... You kissed me!
I always do.
So yeah, if you've seen the pictures of the new Federer racket, I believe he is using it now at Stuttgart. So let's see. I mean, I don't think he's going to win Wimbledon.
Oh. Look, okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I can see why you would think that. However, who's got the game to win on Wimbledon then?
Cilic.
Yeah, and he's going to be out for. I mean, I think I'd like to see Kevin Anderson do quite well at Wimbledon.
I would like to see Kevin Anderson.
He never seems to do well at Wimbledon ever. Okay, so I'm going to say Cilic, yes. John Isner, playing well.
John Isner, yeah, why not?
I mean, we're sort of obviously going for the huge servers here, but
Del Potro.
No, just...
Well, I've got, obviously, when we come to make predictions, I don't mind throwing it out early, Nick Kyrgios.
Not a hope.
Nick Kyrgios has been practicing hard. Well, I say sort of hard. He's been prancing around on the grass courts. He's in the UK, so yeah, he's training at the MTC.
I struggle to see past Federer or Cilic, really. So, but we've got to see these warm-up tournaments first.
Well, yeah, so I guess obviously Djokovic did mention after his loss, it was very quickly after he lost that he's going to miss the grass court season. Do you think that was just emotions, or he's being serious?
What's he got to prove? I mean, he's
Points.
Not the greatest grass court player. I know he's won a couple of Wimbledons, but it's not very forgiving on the wrists and things like that. Obviously, the ball's skidding
nothing
through.
is though.
Yeah, but the ball's skidding through and
Easier.
bad bounces and stuff like that. Easier, shut your
Easier.
face. It's easier on your legs.
Yeah, 3 points on the grass.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Well, let's just see how these warm-up tournaments go.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Queens. Queens is usually a good one. Queens
Nadal is down for Queens, isn't he? I believe.
Yeah, well, I think that's his excuse now. He ain't coming back and doing that. But I write him off all the time. Nottingham, the girls, yeah. Rotterdam.
That's one of my favourite venues to play. Actually,
I actually worked on the Wilson Court in Nottingham. Yeah.
How convenient!
How weird is that? Just remind me, was the what court?
This Wilson.
That Wilson Court. Yeah, I was working on the Wilson Court near the Wilson, like the
Wilson Pro Staff RF 90.
Yeah, I was working on not the Wilson Pro Staff Autograph 97. No, I was just working on the Wilson Court.
I nearly played Jamie Murray on that court actually.
All right, I love Nottingham. I love Nottingham. University Park,
beautiful place.
Love it.
Beautiful.
The greatest. My best friend used to go to university in Nottingham. So
just a little shout out actually very quickly as well to the grass season. Dan Evans played a tournament in Surbiton. I don't know if you know. He actually got through. He got to the semi-finals.
He lost to Dominique.
Jeremy Shardy.
Oh, he lost to Shardy.
But I think he beat a top 100 player in the previous round.
He came right through qualies and right
through qualies. He's just quietly going about his business. Well done again. I'm a big believer in second chances, mostly, depending on what it is, especially if they're honest and come out with it, except Sharapova. But yeah, fair play. He's kind of just going about his business. He's trying to get back, and he's getting some good results.
And you had Johnny O'Mara and Bambridge winning.
Yeah, but who did they beat in the final?
I know, but...
The Skupskis. Well done, Skupskis, for getting to the final. I mean, they literally just came from the clay court, so they would have had zero practice on grass. So, not a bad result. To get to a final early is always a good thing.
But thanks to the likes of Instagram and Facebook, I actually saw some of the points played, and I mean, there was some behind-the-back shots and everything like that.
It was in good spirits.
It was a very, very good match, and good to see some names. I remember Bambridge from Nottingham area. I don't actually remember Johnny O'Mara that well.
I don't know either.
But Skupski's obviously from Liverpool.
Well, you can't tell.
Oh, here we go again.
Should we go on to a slightly off topic with Federer's potential new deal? If some of you may have seen, this is kind of breaking news.
This the news on this is actually quite interesting. Basically, Federer's contract with Nike ran out in February, was it?
Yeah,
February or March. Yeah. And so he's now free to pretty much go wherever he wants. He's still using Nike. He's still wearing Nike. And there's talk of, if you want to carry on,
there's talk of a big money move to Uniqlo. I don't know if you remember, Djokovic made the move for a couple of years. I don't know if I'd say successfully, but I'm actually a big fan of Uniqlo clothing. Not actually their tennis gear in general, but obviously they've offered him, in reports, a £300 million deal to Federer.
I'd just like to mention and put it out there that I wish that somebody like Roger Federer would, I don't know, go to somewhere like Big and Tall, and so that at least the stuff would fit me. So you could go to Under Armour, I suppose, and because they do 4 or 5XL.
Okay, there we go. That's
Nike. I mean, come on, Nike and Adidas. Do some for the big guys. I know some other big guys, not just me. I'd love to wear the Federer stuff. I used to when I was younger, but
Well,
I got married. I got heavier and heavier because of.
You're happy. That means you're happy.
Yeah, it's happy marriage and whatnot. So,
true.
But don't worry, it's coming off.
I've got a source within a relatively high place is actually saying that Federer might be using it as a negotiated contract, which part of me finds a little bit difficult to believe because he doesn't seem like the type of guy who plays his situations out in the open. But I also have been. I don't think this Uniqlo deal is a done deal yet. We'll see.
I would say, Steve, that when I heard about this originally, I thought, I don't like this. I thought, Federer's done a lot for Nike. I understand that it works both ways. But, it's like Wilson. I wouldn't like it if Federer moved to a different racket company now, etc. But, I think Nike they gave him his own brand. They gave him his own, logo. It's like the Michael Jordan thing and so on and so forth. Going to Uniqlo, I could only imagine that there's something to do with what extra they're going to do for his foundation.
Well, that's the other big kind of rumor, is that potentially even all of the money might go to his foundation. Let's be honest, the guy is not short of money.
I read yesterday he's averaging over 60 million a year in endorsements
just from Nike.
Yeah.
So it was just from Nike.
How's that just from Nike?
He's got Rolex, Moët and Chandon.
The good thing, he's over 110 million, I think, dollars, $10 million in prize money. He's number one there. Nadal's number three. Djokovic's number two. Yeah.
Djokovic, I thought was number one.
He's gone ahead of Djokovic over the last 2 years. You can
Djokovic has Djokovic.
So yeah, he's gone ahead of Djokovic now. So it's Federer, Djokovic, Nadal. But knowing, I know it sounds really weird me saying this, knowing Federer the way I think I know him.
Yeah, we've met the guy.
I've spent a little bit of time with him. We made the video in 2012.
He sent us a racket. He had a little chat to him.
Great guy. I don't believe for one second that it'd be for greed purposes.
No.
I can only assume that there is something to do with his foundation.
Maybe he's got another set of twins on the way. The thought of 6 of them is bearing down heavy on him.
Triple twins.
Okay, here we go. Who's your male and female player to watch for the grass season? Just to throw that on you.
Female. I'm going to say that Rybakova girl.
Okay, not bad. I thought you might say Kontovic actually, but
no. I think Rybakova's got a good slide. She volleys brilliantly. She did really well last year. So and she came back from a bad injury. So I think Rybakova. I probably said it wrong. Simona, help me please. So yeah, I'm going to go for her if she's not injured. I don't know. I don't particularly think Kazatkina's got a good chance in anything, because she even said she hates grass.
Yeah,
she said she just struggles so much with grass, which I'm shocked about, because like you say, she's got great hands, etc. And then for guys, look, I'll go with you on one thing, and that is that I'm looking out for Kyrgios.
Oh, you picked my guy,
but I don't think he's going to win Wimbledon.
I guess it's just who we think might cause a few upsets.
Is it really an upset though? I'm just trying to think if there's anybody else that's kind of a more sort of down the pecking order.
How is Shapovalov going to be able to play in a grass court?
Well, didn't he get to the final of Wimbledon once? Junior Wimbledon? I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm going to go for Serena. I'm going to go for Serena to win Wimbledon. You heard it here first.
I don't think you did, because if you want to go back about 10 podcasts, I'm pretty certain I said it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, go back a few podcasts. And
no one's going to bother going back through all of that.
I suggest that you all go back and look through some old podcasts.
All of our new followers from around the world, obviously we do have, I believe, 16 podcasts before this one. So go and have a little watch, see what you think, make some comments.
And we said, didn't we, that we want to try and do little extra ones. So I don't know if you agreed with it, because we just got it out very quickly. But when we do the random ones that we talked about, then I've just said let loose, strung too tight, let loose. Yeah. So I think that we'll have like this let loose section. Alicia doesn't really understand the whole let loose thing.
Just do a few sort of vlogs.
Yeah.
So like 2 or 3 minute, we can just upload those ourselves. I know people want to see this. I know that. That's been the biggest thing that certainly I guess we've taken out from this racket exclusive, is that people want to see me. Sorry. Well, yeah, and Kyrgios, I'm excited for Kyrgios on the grass front. I just think he loves it. He said he loves it. He's got the game. He loves the crowd. He loves the UK. He's been practicing for a couple of weeks now. Come on, Nicholas.
Come on, Nick and Roger. Let's get a Nick and Roger Wimbledon final.
Wouldn't that just be the best?
Do you know what? I'd have a party.
I'm not working. If that happens now, I'm not working. Maybe we can get people around. We can do a podcast vlog watching it.
Right. Okay. Well, I think we're pretty much done. I mean, we've talked about everything. We've talked about the grass court season. By the way, I'm not really the biggest fan of the grass court season, only for the fact of Wimbledon and the tradition. I don't think grass court tennis is particularly fun to watch.
You don't like seeing Gasquet's backhand on
Gasquet's backhand loads on clay.
No, but on a grass court, it's just a little bit better.
I know, it's a bit too
Don't
much
you like
size.
being able to see the ball on the TV?
Let's see. We'll see.
Actually, your eyesight doesn't matter anyway, does it?
My eyesight is getting worse and worse and worse. It's so bad. But anyway, look. So, Steve, we'll wrap it up this week. You and I need to start doing a little bit more in terms of, yes.
Well, we might have, obviously, going to do a little demo, sort of a test of the racket to see how we go. Disgusting, man.
What's wrong with
Obviously,
that?
I'm sure you've seen the pictures in Paul's bed, in his shower. But I'm taking the baby home tonight, so it's all mine. Yeah?
It does.
You can do it.
No. Let me speak. I mean, God, usually I don't let you speak. I feel like it's my baby and I'm letting it go on a sleepover.
Yeah, but it's with a favorite uncle.
First thing I did when he said he was going to take it, I was like, you are not playing outside with that. You're going to stay inside like a.
Why can't I don't know why I can't play outside with it. I am indoors today. I have to also.
If this comes back with one scratch on it, I'm going to.
But it could fall on my hand
I'm
indoors.
Throw you out this window. I will throw you out the window.
I'll buy you one. How about that?
If you scratch it, you are buying me one. Although that won't have been touched by God.
You can see this is the head prestige with your eyesight. I'm joking.
Product placement.
Product placement. That's coming next. So we've got a few videos coming out this week, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We're gonna take this around over the next sort of 4 or 5 days because it's the end of the season now in Dubai.
Yeah, people have been desperate to see it. I've been getting messages. We all have a Sprung 2 Tight here. Can I see the racket? How much is it? Can I play with it?
Can I touch it?
For 1,000 dirhams a touch, you can do whatever you want.
And what about the
That's
racket?
just me, yeah, of course.
I'll beat you to that. But so there you go. So we'll keep you posted on that, and if any other sort of things come up in the world of tennis, then we'll be sure to pass comment and get ourselves up online.
Thank you for all the views, likes, and comments on Instagram, Sprung 2 Tight, Facebook, Sprung 2 Tight. Like I say, it's been a busy week. Paul Espy, at Alicia Amador. I'm just going to know, I am changing my handle name on Instagram. I don't want people to think I'm leaving Outdoor, because I'm not. I mention it and some people are like, wait, are you going? And I'm really not. Only one person literally cared. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
But yeah, so he's going to do that. So it's like at Steve Melia. I'm sure it'll come up on the screen. At Stephen Melia, at Paul Espy, at Alicia Amador.
Well, I think you'll be gone. Sounds from Alicia's face, you're cut from everything.
I'm dead.
And you won't be from next week. It'll just be me, what the fans want.
And Alicia.
Of course.
So yeah, there we go. So thank you very much, guys. Please, I know we keep on saying it, but subscribe and share as well. It's the sharing that's going to get us out there in the
Sharing
stratosphere.
is caring.